Hey, welcome everyone. Let's get started. You can start in a seated position. Just get comfortable in your seat, let your feet ground, lift up the center of your chest. This is our movement for healing session for Tuesday, June 9th. Welcome to practice. Take a moment to bring awareness to the chest area. Bring your hands there, center of the breastbone. And just take a big breath in, fill your lungs. And a nice slow breath out. Again, inhale. You can move your hands to another place on your chest. Fill your lungs. Exhale. Good. Bring your hands to your low back, right below the ribs, along the kidneys. Take a big breath in. And a slow breath out. Next, we'll start moving the breath with the arms. Take the arms up, reach up, inhale. Exhale, sweep your arms out and down. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, slowly let the arms release down. Good. We'll move a little bit forward in the chair and back. Just finding the range of motion through the hip flexors. And then if you're ready to stand up, you can go ahead and come up onto your feet. And we'll do another big breath in, reach your arms up, circle overhead. Lower the arms down by the sides. Good. Take the right arm out to the side. We'll stretch the lung pathway next. Press your right thumb out to the right. Relax your right shoulder down. You can turn your head a little bit to the left and lean your chin into your left shoulder. Notice the pathway from your thumb all the way up the arm, the front of the shoulder, across the throat to the outer left nostril. Lung pathway. Relax the right arm down. Try your other side. Left thumb press out. Bring the chin a little in. Bring the chin back to parallel. You can turn the head a little bit to the right. Just notice what you feel as you're stretching the lung pathway on the left side. Left thumb presses. And relax. Take both arms out to the sides. We'll stretch the pericardium pathway next. Place the palms face out and then push with your hands. As you push with your hands, open up the back of the chest, the upper back. Feel space there between the shoulder blades. And feel the stretch in the wrists as you bring your middle fingers towards your shoulders. It's okay if the elbows are a little bit bent, but push out. Feel the pathway from the center of the chest all the way out through the wrists to the palm of the hand to the third finger, middle finger. So relax your arms down. Lift the chin up away from your collarbone. Let the head go back as far as possible. Bring the chin back to parallel. And I'll tilt the chin in, stretch the back of the neck. We're just going to start to move the neck. You're welcome to sit in the chair or do this in standing. We're going to take the head up and back, look up. Bring the chin parallel. Look down, bring the chin in. Good. Come back to parallel. Now we'll turn the head laterally, side to side. Look to the left. Bring the chin back to center. And look to the right. Back to center. To the left. Nice and slow. Back to center. Just as far as your range of motion goes, to the right. To the center. Now, if you'd like, you can increase the tempo, right, left. Go at your own pace. Just allowing the jaw to stay very relaxed, muscles in the face very relaxed. Just moving the neck, that part of the spine, cervical. And now we'll take the head, tilting the ear towards the right shoulder. Try to keep the shoulders very straight and just move the head to the left side. Bending the neck can be very intense, lots of sensation with little movement. We'll go to the right and to the other side. Make sure you're breathing comfortably as you're stretching these deep muscles, tendons, nerves. We'll take the head into a couple small, slow circles, going very slow. You can find all the places in the neck that want your attention. Breathe into them as you make the movement. Circle the other direction, just moving the head. Go as slow or as fast as you like, but be aware, be present with everything you're doing. So the body's own intelligence and ability to stay harmonized, you'll have access to that. We move with skill, with precision, with curiosity, and with presence, awareness. Bring the arms out to the sides again. And now we're just going to take the arms and kind of turn sideways. I'm softening my knees, keeping a little bend there. Just sort of making my arms like wings, going side to side to twist at my waist. I'm going to keep the twist going, but drop my arms and let them flop. Careful of furniture. So when I flop my arms, they're going to give my low back a little massage. There's the kidney area. And I might find I sweep a little bit. Sweep, sweep, sweep. I'm just going to do this 6 more times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can come back to center, feet right underneath the pelvis. Now we're going to take a little movement through the spine, front and back. So we'll go forward first. And this can be in the chair. You can sit down. I'm going to just demonstrate it standing, but always know that this can all be in a seated position. Bring your chin in a little bit. Look your gaze down. And then just start to slowly roll through the spine. As you come down, you might need to prop your elbows on your thighs so you can relax your low back. Relax your neck. You want to have the head hanging very heavy. Or some people might take the arms down all the way to the feet or the ground. Same though, relax the neck, let your head hang heavy. Take a couple deep breaths in the forward fold. Notice where the stretch is to not feel painful at all. Just maybe a deep stretch in the back of the legs, back of the hips, the low back. Bend your knees a lot. You can also rest your tummy on the thighs. I like to do that for my low back. Or stretch the legs a little bit more, just depending on your range of motion. Keep your head down, relax your jaw. Take another very big deep breath in, fill your lungs. And slowly breathe out and ground the feet. Slowly come back up. You can walk your hands up your legs for some support or use your abdomen muscles to come up. Once you come all the way up, head comes up last. Just stand still for a moment. Notice how you feel. We'll move the spine the other direction. So from forward, we're going to go backwards. Doesn't have to be a lot of movement. Could just be the neck. And to do the neck, I'm going to take my, I'm trying to figure out the camera angle. Yeah, I'll go to the side. I'll take my chin up and just look up. I have a beautiful tree here, so I can look at the tree. But look at whatever's above you. Just notice the stretch in the front of the throat. Get your hands at the hips, behind the hips at the low back, or wherever they're comfortable. So you're gonna think ground down from the pelvis to the feet, lift up through the chest, and just widen the space in the chest as you take a couple of breaths, opening up the throat. If it feels comfortable for you to go a little further back, you can look across the tree or the ceiling to whatever is behind you. But always check in, make sure your breathing is comfortable. Lift the chest, lift the head, come back up, and just stop in the middle. And slowly bring the chin in one more time. Come back up to the center. Good. Now we've moved the spine forward and back. Let's move it side to side next. And you can do this seated in the chair. It's nice to do it standing so you can feel the entire side body stretch. It'll go all the way up and down the leg. If you're in the chair, it'll just move through the upper body. But we're going to take the arms up overhead. Lift up, try to reach taller through the crown of the head and through your hands. From here, we're going to take the right hand down to the hip and push the hips a little bit lateral. It doesn't have to be a big movement. We're going to side bend, reaching through the left fingertips. Or for you, it might be the right if you're mirroring me. Keep reaching over. Push your hips out. Make sure you're balanced and lean the left chest a little up. Slowly come back up to the center. And you can return the right arm up overhead so you can get some more space. Lift, reach, and left hand comes down first to support. Push the hips a little to the right and reach the right arm or your top arm up and over. You can let your head hang to the side, relax the neck. Push your hips a little more out and come back up. Both arms come back up to the center. We're going to do it one more time. This time, right hand to the right hip, same thing. You can take your right foot and step it across the front leg. I've got my knees crossing, put the foot wherever it's comfortable. You can have the heel up or the heel down. Then we're going to push a little more actively the left hip to the left. And this will stretch a little more the IT band, the outer ankle. This is the gallbladder pathway. Coming all the way up the side of the body. Make sure your jaw is relaxed. Reach through your fingers that are up overhead. You can wiggle them a little bit. Notice what you feel. And change. Carefully come back up. Stop in the middle. Take the right arm up to find some length. You want to use the arms reaching overhead. And then left hand can come to the left hip. Step the left foot across. Push the hips. You're using the hand to create a little bit of a bow, like a crescent in the right side body. Make sure you're not leaning forward and not backward bending your spine. Is truly side bend, and a little bit is just enough. Change, come back to the center, uncross the legs if you cross them, and just relax both arms down to the sides. Get a nice breath in through the nose and out through the nose. The next thing we're going to do is just a little gentle bouncing. So I'm going to let my feet stay on the ground, and I'm just going to let my knees bend a little bit. And my shoulders are going to start to bounce. That feels good. And as I'm bouncing with my feet on the ground, if you're in the chair, you can still do this. You're going to want to kind of take a little bit of a step like that so you get some reverberation. Okay, either way, keep going. And then if you're standing, you can start to keep bouncing. It's kind of like we're going to strut around a little bit. And you might move one foot and then the other foot. But I'm still letting my shoulders bounce. I'm just hanging my arms. If you're seated, same thing. You can sort of just take the foot, move it from place to place. Doesn't really go much into the shoulders, but you can give your shoulders a little extra bounce if you like. And as you're walking around the space, maybe the bounce starts to dissipate a little bit and you just go into more of a natural walking. You can circle around, notice your spacing. And as you're walking around your space, you start to let the arms make some shapes, do some swims, some circles. I like to, pretend I'm holding a ball or something, or even tossing a ball, playing baseball or golf or whatever sport you like, tennis. And you can just play a little bit with a little freestyle movement as you move around the room, whatever space you're in. Let the arms glide through the space. You can pretend it's water, so swimming. Again, go back to some movements you might do, gardening, raking leaves, breathing, grounding through the feet. And then we'll bring it back to a neutral position, standing. Let's let the movement come into the hips next. So we're just gonna sway the hips side to side. I'm bending one knee and then the other knee, kind of like that. So my feet can stay really on the floor. I'm just gonna go right, left, right, left. And I'm gonna go a little bit quicker, but you can stay slow or go faster. The arms are gonna probably naturally want to join in the party of the hips. Good. We're gonna kind of remember that sway of the hips and let the arms sweep out, 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 out. And I'm gonna let my head kind of join. So I'm looking and reaching. I'll do it really slow. So to the left, right. Then I might get a little tempo or stay slow, whatever feels nice. Great. We're going to let it go into now a little bit of a spiral. So we'll go back to the arms swinging, spiraling right, left. And back to the center. I want to go back to the lung pathway. We stretched that just a few minutes ago. But what I want to do is sort of tap the lung pathway today. So what you're going to do is take your hand and tap your thumb, sort of right there. I'm going to squeeze the thumb. I'm going to press the pad of the thumb. Doesn't have to be hard, but it could be. It's whatever you like. Okay, and then I'm going to tap the thumb and I'm going to come up to the wrist. And hit as hard as you like. I'm going to come up the forearm to the upper arm, up to the front of the shoulder, and all the way up to the upper chest, right below the shoulder. So kind of right under the collarbone here. I'm going to dig a little bit hard there. I want to use my fingertips and press. This is where the lung pathway begins. You can punch, you can use knuckles, you can use fingers, or just the slapping technique. Come down the arm again, lung pathway. Back to the thumb. And then you can take the thumb, just give it a nice press. I'm kind of pressing right on that little muscle nerve there. And I'm also going to pull my thumb a little bit, or just whatever feels good and interesting. Good. And then take your whatever hand you were just pressing on and shake it out. Shake it, shake it, shake it. You can shake it to the high, to the low. Circle the wrist in and out a couple of times. And let's do the other side. So switch hands. You can find the thumb or the pad of the thumb there. Give a little massage. As you're doing this, squeezing the thumb and maybe pulling it, notice that you're just aware of your breathing so you can stay interested and present. And you can start to tap when you're ready, coming up the thumb. Oh, this side on mine has a little interesting sensation there. I'm going to stay a little longer. And you can come up the arm to the bicep, to the front of the shoulder, and then to the upper chest again. It's right below, about below where the collarbone is. There'll be a little indent there, and you can press there or a little bit lower. It's usually something to feel there. This is the lung 1, lung 2 on the meridian pathway. And what we're doing when we're opening up pathways is just helping, energy flow more easily, or blood moving through the body. When things feel tight or sore or injured, often it's something is a little bit trapped or stuck or not flowing as it's meant to. So these techniques can help to sort of open up any blocked pathways or energy. Come down again. You can do another sort of squeeze of the thumb, lung pathway, lung meridian. So good. And you can shake it out when you're ready. Shake, shake. Okay. Now let's go back to the neck a little bit. And we'll move the hands, or we'll take the hands to the sides of the neck. And I have my hands going from like behind to front. So I'm doing a little bit of that. Should feel pretty nice. Just warming the neck. Good. And then I'm going to take my fingers to my lower jaw. Just kind of pinch around the lower jaw to where the jaw meets the ears, the side of the face. I'm going to look for I'm going to open my jaw. I'll feel the fingers kind of go into that little hollow, and I'm going to look for that and just stay on that for a couple of moments. Maybe just pressure, put little small circles. And then from there, we can kind of draw down, moving some of the fluid, opening up the throat. This is a lot on the stomach pathway as far as the meridians go. You can go behind the collarbone. So I'm going to hunch my shoulders a little forward, put my fingers behind my collar, and just let them sort of hang there. Take a couple breaths. Again, the pressure doesn't have to be hard, but you can. Sometimes I like to really dig in there, and other times I just softly touch. And then from there, I might lift my chin and bring it back to center. With a nice stretch in the front tendons of the neck, the throat. And then you can let that go. We're going to go back to the jaw and then reach out to the ears. And you're going to take your earlobes and kind of pull them down and back 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Good. Bring your fingers to your outer eyebrows, outer eye corner. And then go into the temples. It's a pretty natural place you want to give a little massage. There's little doves walking around, morning doves in the yard that I'm in. They're coming very close. Maybe they want to join the class. And then you can come to the back, a little back on the skull, just anywhere that feels like it wants some touch, some warmth, some heat. But often there's tension or stress that we hold up in the skull and the face and the eyebrows. I'm going to then go to my my inner eye corners. If you're okay, we'll start pressing a little bit into the tear duct area. Urinary bladder pathway begins there. I'm gonna take my fingers up, right on the eyebrow. Oh, hello. The bird just landed right above where I have my computer. I see what's happening. There's a bird bath or a bird drinking fountain right beside where I set up. And then you're gonna come up a little bit more and then go right into the center. Doesn't matter which finger you're using or how many. Just kind of gently press there. You can circle a few times in each direction. And then you can let your hands, arms relax for a moment. The next thing we're going to do is a little bit silly, but I know I've done this with you guys before. It's called lion's breath. And we're going to stick the tongue way out and open our face really big. And you can do this sitting. I'm sitting on the ground just because I want to be close to the screen, but you can sit in your chair. You can do it standing too. But when we open our mouth and stick out the tongue, we're going to also pretend we have sort of lion claws. It's nice to stretch the nerves channels there. But what's important is to extend your exhale as long as you have it. Okay, so stay with the tongue coming out on the exhale. And the tongue's, you imagine your tongue is going to come all the way down to your chest, right? So you want to really stick it out and down. Big wide face. Ready? Here we go. We're going to do 3 lion's breaths. So big breath in. Exhale. Inhale, fill your lungs. Sit up tall. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And relax. Good. Let's come back to our feet and we'll do a little some dance steps. So we're gonna just follow along. If you want to put some music on, feel free to add a song in. Dr. Gordon or Dr. Peterson can do that as they wish, but can't really do music with a video of this sort because I don't have a microphone. Anyway, we're gonna take a little bit of a tap of the feet. So we're gonna just take the foot out and in, out and in, out, in, out. And so we're gonna go 4 times on each leg. Other leg goes out and in, and you can be as fancy as you like. And in, out, in, out, in. Let's do that one more time. Out, in, out. And I have my standing leg just stays solid so the other leg can move easily. Other side, out, in, out, little bounce in, out, in, out, in. Good. So we'll do 4 in each direction, right, left, 2 times, right, left. Okay. Now we're going to take it into a little bit of a balance aspect. So you're going to lift the one leg off the floor and then lower it down. So almost like a march. Doesn't have to be high. It could be just a little bit, or a big one if you want to take it into a big step. We're going to do 4 like that 2 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Good. So we'll do that all together. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Again, out, in, out, in, out, in. And now we march. 2, 3, 4, just 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Next thing we're gonna do with feet, we're gonna stay. I got a lot of sticks around. We're gonna go with a little bit of a it's gonna work balance again, but just coordination, moving one foot across the other, sort of like a grapevine. So I'm going to step out and across, out and across. And I'm just going to do the other direction, out. I'm crossing in front, out, crossing in front. It's harder to cross in front with the grapevine, I think. Do it again. Out, cross in front, out, cross in front. Okay, so we'll do that back and forth, just one time in each direction. And then we'll switch and we'll cross behind. So we'll go out, behind, out, behind, out, behind. So there's a little weight shift there. Out, behind, out, behind, out, behind, out, behind, out, behind. Okay, so the grapevine section. Step out and across in front, out and tap, out and across in front, out and tap. One more time, out, behind, out and tap, out, behind, out and tap. Then we'll bring the legs to a little bit of a wide position. And let's turn the toes out. We're just going to do a couple squats, if you will. So you're going to bend your knees. You can bend just a tiny bit, or you can sit way down if you want to work a little deeper with the glutes and the inner thighs. We're just going to do 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll come back to toes forward. Step it in. And that is all we're doing with the legs for now. Let's do that one more time all together. We're going to add some arms. Okay, so we tap out and in. It's same arm, same leg, out and in, out. It's like kind of like you're tossing, I don't know, a scarf or something. Out and in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we march. Now the march I like to do sort of a opposite arm and leg. 2, 3, 4, or you could do the slap knee. 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's try that one more time. Arm out, leg out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. We do this, I don't know, maybe 8, 6, 7, 8. And now they'll march, 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 march. 6, 7, 8. And then we begin the grapevine. We're going to go out, in front, out, and tap, out, in front, out, and tap. I'm not being too fancy with the arms because I just want you to move your arms however they need to move so that you feel balanced. Okay, hope it's going okay. Let's add on another thing. We're going to ground the feet. We're going to take the arms and we're going to circle. So this is sort of like the disco. We're going to go up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Good. And then we're going to take the right hand and we're going to press out 2, 3, 4 times. 3, 4, left arm out. 2, 3, 4. And then let's close this off with a big circle of the arms. Lower the arms down. Then we're going to take a little sweeping movement. Spread open, spread open. And that is enough. Okay, let's do all of that. Hopefully I'll remember it. And again, put on some songs if you like. 5, 6, 7, 8. We step out and in, out, in, out, in, out, in. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cross, 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 cross. Step 6, 7, 8. And now we grapevine out, cross front, out, and tap. Out, cross front, out, and tap. Out, cross behind, out, and tap. Out, behind, out, and tap. And we bring our feet together. And remember, we turn the feet a little out. And we just bend, bend. It's a little bounce. Bend, bend. And come up. Bring the arms up. Arms out, down. And we'll take the little swoop. Oh, I forgot the disco. Let's add that in. Sorry, we'll go disco. 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 Let's do the arms one more time. We'll bring it back. Arms down. And sweep. And sweep. Okay, we'll let that go. Let's do just one more. We'll stretch for the shoulders today. Bring the arms out to the sides. Take a big breath and cross your arms. You're gonna cross at the elbows. So I'm gonna bring my right arm under the left. And I'm gonna hook the left arm with my right elbow. I'm just gonna pull the shoulder across. You know this stretch. And then from here, as I hold here, I'm gonna let my head tilt towards my left arm. Should feel like a really nice stretch in the neck. And then come back to the center, open the arms and cross the other way. You're gonna hook under the right arm and draw it across, big stretch for the outer shoulder. Then I'm gonna lean my head in the direction of the shoulder I'm stretching. Oh. Good. And then you can release that. We're gonna take the leg, you can sit in a chair now. We're gonna take the right leg forward and we're just gonna circle through the ankle. I'm circling out. I'm gonna circle in now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna flex, kick my heel out, point my toes away. Just a couple more times. Keep the lift, use the abs. You might be feeling it in the quads right now. And then relax, right foot down. And then stomp it out. Good. Second leg. Circle out, 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 out. Circle in. And you can go slower, any pace. I'm just, for the sake of the video, doing count. Then forward your toes and point them away. Bring them towards you and bring them away. Towards you. Work your ankle, and then let it go and stomp it out. Good. Bring your hands to your thighs. Just get some heat there in the front of the legs. I think I talked about this pressure point last week. A couple of you were there, or I don't know who's there now, but anyway, we're gonna go. I'm assuming it's our regular crew that's watching this video, but we're gonna come down from the a little bit closer. We're gonna come down from the top, the knees. And so I'm at the front of my shin bone, so the outer part of the shin bone, and I'm gonna take 4 fingers below my knee to measure where I want to find the point. Where my pinky finger is, I'm gonna put my thumb right under there. You'll probably feel a little tender spot there, a little indent, so you're not on the bone, you're lateral to it. This is on the stomach pathway, stomach meridian, stomach 36. Very good for overthinking or just rumination, or also just digestion. And good for the lower legs if they're getting tired or cramping at all. This could be a really nice point. So I'm just doing a few circles in each direction, or you can just hold. You can do one at a time too. I'm just doing both today at the same time. Okay. And then take your hands back to the thighs. We're going to go right into our the abdomen. So you can take your hands, maybe cross one over the other. Feel the belly. Going to drop the belly into the hands. Take a deep breath. Good. Let's take another twist of the spine in the chair though. So make sure you have like your hips are really steady, really grounded, so you can lift the chest up, but relax into your seat. And you can cross I'm going to twist to the right first. So, use your chair. You can use some leverage. If you want a little extra, you can cross the right leg on top, but you can also do legs together. And as you turn to the right, make sure that your hips are staying very level. So I'm not trying to move my hips at all. I'm keeping my hips level on the chair so I can spiral around, mostly from the waist up. So the ribs are going to turn, shoulders, and you're going with, your range of motion until you find, something interesting, but not so much that you can't breathe, right? You want to be able to be calm and steady and listen to what your body is telling you as you take a deep breath in your twist. And you can unwind when you're ready. Do your other side. So we'll twist to the left this time, either the feet planted, or you can cross left leg on top. Make sure the hips stay level. It's nice if you want to use the back of your chair or the arm of your chair. The shoulders should feel nice and open. I like to really churn at my waist and look back a little bit more. If your neck spine is like, I'm good, I can turn more, then turn your head more. And then come back to the center from your twist. We'll bring the movement back into the excuse me, let's do let's just stretch for the outer hips. This one can be a little tricky if the range of motion isn't there. I'm gonna give you something else to do. If you can though, you're gonna cross the right ankle on top of the left knee. If that does not happen, don't worry about it. You can take the cross lower on the leg, even all the way down on the ground. So it can be, but I'm pressing my foot into the shin or into the shin up here, or I'm pressing it down if I have it up on the knee. And what I'm going to look for is for a stretch in the hip flexor and in the outer glute. So I'm letting the right thigh externally rotate. So wherever you place the foot, it just depends on the range of motion, but should not feel like you're straining. For me, this feels good. Well, good is not really maybe the word I would use. It feels doable, nice, like I get a good stretch. But down here also feels like I can get a stretch, so you don't have to put it up high. And the other thing I want to say is should not feel any kind of strain in the knee whatsoever. If it does, definitely back off. Don't ever mess with your knees, okay? And then try your other side. Just a piriformis stretch. We're going to get into the back of the glute area. So either up high or cross lower, or even put the foot on the ankle to ankle. And I can use my other hand to kind of push the knee out a little bit. Sometimes that feels nice. It's like a little brace. Take a few breaths in whichever position you chose. Okay, and then undo that. And let's bring the attention back to the abdomen. You're going to just place your hands figure out where your belly button is. I can find that. And then trace up to where your rib cage, like the bottom of the sternum. So feel for the bottom of where the ribs meet. Okay, and then about halfway between those 2 points is what we're going to concentrate on. So we're going to just put the fingers there. I'm using a couple fingers, and I don't necessarily have to press hard. I can just sort of tap, or you could tap or press gently and notice. But if you wanted to, you could press a little bit more. I'm going to do some, circles. It's a really good point in the conception vessel, which runs up the front of the body, the meridian system. This is super powerful for digestion. If you get, bloating or discomfort in any way after you eat, things like that, this is really nice. Also super relaxing for the nerves. You could also just hold and press in if it feels okay. You can press very deep, but again, you don't have to, right? It's really we start to figure out how to just sense what our bodies are asking for in the moment, and using touch, using our sense of being our own therapist in a way, massage therapist is what I mean. Like, you know, our hands are very powerful. So speaking of that, let's go ahead and come back to the hands and get them nice and warm. Always have warm hands when you're doing acupressure. Should have mentioned that earlier, but if you ever notice your hands or your wrists are cold, you know, take a pause and warm them up, get them warm. Okay, let's do a little breathing exercise. So sit nice and comfortably. Relax the shoulders, lift the chest enough so that you can be very upright and present, and that the lungs are supported. So if you feel like you're slumping at all, sit a little differently so you can sit up. Hands can be anywhere in the lap. Rest them on your armrest if you have one. We're gonna do alternate nostril breathing today, and we're actually gonna do the nostrils. Sometimes we do it without, and today we'll do it with. So take your right hand, fold the fingers down. You're gonna take your right thumb to your right nostril. You'll plug it in. You can press a little hard there if you like. Okay, and then you'll have your either ring or pinky finger ready to close the left nostril in a moment. Breathe in through your left side. Close off the left nostril and breathe out through the right side. So release the thumb. Keep sitting up tall. Breathe in through the right. Close. Release. Breathe out through the left. Good. In through the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Close. Out through the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. In through the right. Close right nostril. Out through the left. In through the left. Close left. Out through the right. Good. In through the right. Close. Out left. Once you get it, you can close your eyes. You don't need to see anything. In through the left, I'll keep talking. Close. Out through the right. And with your eyes closed, you can center your vision right between the eyebrows. In through the right. Close. Out through the left. Nice and slow and smooth. In left. Close. Out right. Exhale. In right. Close. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close left. Exhale right. We're going to do just a couple more rounds. Inhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Close. Exhale for a count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. close. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can relax your right hand down to your lap. Keep your eyes closed, or if they're open, just gazing gently down. And now breathing normally in and out through both sides, both channels. Sense the two sides of the body, the two sides of the spine, the two lungs, the two kidneys, anything that you feel has, a right and a left. And notice how balanced everything is. And then bring your awareness to the center. So right at the base of the spine. And just as you're breathing in, imagine and sense energy or light coming up through the center, the very center of your spine, from the base all the way up into the head, all the way up to the top of the head. When you exhale, you can observe that line of energy from the top all the way down in the center. Do that 1 or 2 more times. Nice slow breath in. A nice easy breath out. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. And we'll conclude this session by going to the heart. So you're going to bring your hands to your center. You can have hands in prayer. You can fold the palms on your chest. And give yourself some support, some acknowledgement of this ability you have to use your own intelligence, which is infinitely running through our being. Our bodies really are quite miraculous. And we're tapping into that every time we do movement, every time we do conscious movement, right? Going to make the effort to come to practice together, to breathe together. Bring your awareness to your heart, the ruler of your being, the heart mind, the conscious, awake part of you. It is really the whole of you. Connecting from our own hearts to the hearts of the greater body that we're all part of. And in that way, we know we are one. Have an amazing rest of your morning or your afternoon, and I look forward to seeing you in person. If you have anything that came up today, question-wise, bring it next week for us, and I'll keep this video up on wherever I put it. I'll put it probably on YouTube, and you can use it if you like. And I'll maybe keep making some videos for this particular group. But have an amazing rest of your morning. Take care.